The much anticipated 360 camera from DJI has finally been released. I received mine yesterday. I purchased it direct from DJI the day it was released, and it arrived the following day. Had a little bit of a test run with it yesterday, but today I'm out for a couple of hours of running, and I'm going to run through all the relevant features and settings. I'm not usually a tech reviewer, and I don't profess to have any deep knowledge of the technical aspects of cameras and videography, so my point of view will be very much from a layperson's perspective and how easy the camera is to operate and how to produce an edited video. I'm using the camera pretty much straight out of the box. It's in full auto mode, and the only change I've made is to reduce the sharpness slightly. That's down to -2, and the noise, or the noise reduction, has been put to -1. I'm going to be shooting a variety of conditions. At the moment I'm in quite heavy woodland with fairly low light, so we'll see how that works, and we'll be going out into bright sunlight. Go on, Missy, and see how the camera operates and handles those conditions. So let me know in the comments what you think of the footage and what your thoughts on the camera are. My name's Paul, and this is Paul Runs Daily. The Osmo 360 is very similar to the Insta 360. I own the X3 Insta 360, which is a couple of years old now, and I really enjoy using that camera, although it does suffer in mixed or low lighting conditions, and the audio is pretty poor as well. So I tend to go with an action camera when I'm out on my daily runs, rather than using the 360. And one of the big selling points for the DJI 360 was its ability to link to the DJI mics, and the audio you can currently hear is coming from the mic mini, which is up on my hat, and it links wirelessly to the camera. There is a little bit of a lag when starting up, especially in quick start. It takes about 20 to 30 seconds to actually find that link, which isn't ideal. So currently shooting in 360 mode, which will require a little bit of reframing in post. And now we're in single lens mode, which makes it more like a regular action camera, and you can set yourself up in frame using the screen on the front of the camera. I suppose the downside to using single lens is you don't have that option to reframe in post, and also you may be able to see the selfie stick. Yeah, so single lens mode. Not sure how much I'll use this particular feature. We'll get it back into 360 mode and crack on with a run. It's extremely easy to change modes on the fly. If you've used DJI products before, you'll be used to the interface. It's identical to the DJI Osmo Action 5, and it's very intuitive and easy to use. Oh dear, there's another dog up there. So let's turn around. Come on, Missy, we'll go back this way. One of the massive benefits for me personally with a 360 camera is my ability to record whilst running on some fairly technical sections of trail where I really need to keep my focus on where I'm going and where I'm placing my feet. Whereas with an action camera, I'm always kind of eyeing up the screen and looking to see if I'm actually in the frame. So with this, I just hold the camera out in front of me, and in the edit I can make sure I'm framed up the way I want to. I'm currently shooting in the highest resolution in 360 mode. It's 8K, and that's over both lenses, so the final edit will be around 4K. And that's at 50 frames per second. You okay, Missy? There you go, good girl, come. I've just had to set the screen brightness to the maximum. I was noticing in brighter conditions it was very difficult to see the screen. This way, miss. And especially as when you're holding the camera out in front of you, you're looking at the screen from an angle, so it is quite hard to see. If I hold it up, I can see that much better. You can reframe using the screen. It's a touch screen, which is quite handy. The camera's on my Insta360 selfie stick. It's a tripod variant. So I do have the option. Oh, not really. I was going to say I do have the option of putting it down and doing a shot, but it's a little bit unstable on this grass. Let's lower it down a little bit. There you go. So if I wanted to do a run by shot, let's see how that audio keeps going. Missy, watch the camera. And I could just run through and then frame it. There you go. Dog's in the way. Come on, you silly girl. And then you pick the camera up and off you go again. I don't do too many static shots like that. I tend to record on the fly and maximise my running time when I'm doing these little vlogs. But occasionally I will set the camera down and do a little bit away from the camera. And I suppose with the wireless mic, it'll also enable you to get much further away from the camera and still record decent audio. Should we swap over selfie sticks and let's see how that looks. And this is a 3 meter selfie, that's as far as it goes. It's a carbon fibre pole, so it's probably as light as you can get, but it still feels quite heavy. The great feature with the DJI 360 is the magnetic mounts. So changing mounting options is just a clip and change, rather than having to screw in and screw out and then sort of get the camera set up there. I'm going to take the bike out later and attach the camera to the bike, and the magnetic mounts will be really beneficial there, especially when I'm parking the bike and moving away from the bike. And hopefully I won't have the problems I had with the 360, with the camera shaking loose from the mount. Got to be careful of the trees here. So let's do a backward shot. Oh, I think we've got a block. Come on, we'll go back this way. Got lots of overhanging trees here, so have to be careful. I suppose a major drawback with this particular device is the lack of interchangeable lenses. The new Insta360 X5 has interchangeable lenses, so if you have a bit of an accident you can just swap them out, fuss free and low cost. I've taken out the extended DJI Care plan, which was 38 quid for 2 years. So if we have an accident and crack a lens, I can send it away. But that will mean that I've not got the camera for however long it takes to get the repair done. But I'm guessing future models of this camera will come with interchangeable lenses. Right, I'm going to have to swap this pole out. Just a little bit too heavy to be carrying fully extended. That was a look at the hyperlapse mode. Kind of like a moving time lapse. The Insta action cameras do a great hyperlapse, super smooth footage, so I wonder how that compares. Not a feature I've used much in 360, but I have seen quite a lot of footage online of people doing some fantastic hyperlapses. There's a time-lapse feature as well for when you want the camera to be static, and there's lots of different adjustments you can make. This way. There's lots of different adjustments you can make to the timings. I've currently, the hyperlapse I just shot was in 15-second intervals, so a minute of shooting would produce a 1-second clip. So obviously you've got to keep shooting for quite a while to have anything usable. That was just a short little run section. So let me know what you think of the hyperlapse mode. I'm going to end the video here. So to conclude, my first impressions of the DJI Osmo 360 is I absolutely love it. I bought this camera with my own money. I bought it on the day it was released, and it's so far living up to my expectations. My main considerations when I'm purchasing gear is ease of use. I'm not very technical. I don't like spending hours and hours learning how to use a device, and this is pretty much straight out of a box. Turn it on, charge it up, turn it on, and it was ready to use. So I'm really looking forward to getting to know it a little bit better and to taking it out on my daily runs and producing some content. So if you've got any questions, please hit me up in the comments. If you do like this type of content, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit the like button. So for now, my name's Paul, and that was Paul Runs Daily.